Hello students. Today's topic in data structure is singly or linear linked list insertion. In the previous lecture we are talking about how to create a linked list, but now today we are talking about how to insert a new node in an already existing linked list. So let's start. In this case we can first talk about the insertion at the beginning. Insertion at the beginning, we can say, let's say we have already existing linked list in which we have 3 nodes and your start is pointing to the first node in the linked list. So we can call this function insert, in which first we have to create a new node. First we have to create a new node with the help of some structure pointer which we have created globally with the help of temp. So we can create the temp equals to malloc the size of node. So what it basically do, it create a one node which is named as temp. Okay, now in this node we have to take the data from the user with the help of this statement printf enter the element, and we can take the data with the help of this ampersand temp of data. Then what? Now this node becomes the first node in the linked list, so this node should point to the first node or old first node. So we can say that temp next equals to start. So this temp next equals to start do what? This pointing to here. And then obviously we have to modify this start. So this start is pointing to the first node in the linked list. Now the first node becomes a temp, so we can say that the start equals to temp here. So we can remove this start. Now we can remove this start here, and then now this node should, the start is pointing to here. Okay, so this is a very simple way how you can insert your new node at the beginning of the already existing linked list. Now talk about an algorithm. That algorithm can also work in the same way which we can do in the code part. The algorithm says that we have to pass what? We have to pass the info, the next pointer, start pointer, and the element here. We have to create a node, then we can say put the element in that node, then we can say the temp next equals to start, and then start equals to temp, and then code exit. Okay, so this is the first way how you can insert your new node at the beginning of the linked list, already existing linked list. Now the second way, you have to insert your node at the end of the list. At the end of the list, that means say you have to say if you have a, let's say already existing linked list in which you have 3 nodes, let's say here it is start. Okay, now what you can do, now you have to insert at the new node at the end of the already existing linked list. So you can call this function that is insert at the end. Now insert at the end, we can say at insert at the end, we can call a new node at the end here. So let's say these 3 nodes we have previously defined, and your start is here. So in this algo, what you have to do, you have to first find out where is the last node in the linked list, because with that what you can do, you can say insert at the end. We can create a what? A local node with the help of this temp. So what you can do, you can create a one node which is named as temp, put the data, we can take, enter the element here, and then take the data from the user, and then put temp next equals to null. Why we put the temp next equals to null? Because now this node becomes the last node in the linked list, so there is no node after that. You can put the temp next equals to null. You can put null here. Now the next is, we can say the ptr equals to start. Ptr equals to start because we have to traverse and to find out the last node in the already existing linked list. So we can say the ptr is equals to start. Okay, now ptr equals to start. Now you have to traverse till the last node. So we can use this loop, that is while loop. And while says the ptr next is not equals to null. And most important condition here we have to check, you simply not using ptr but use ptr next. But when you are using ptr, the problem is that it basically exceeds the last node and now ptr becomes null. So but what you have to do, you have to stay your ptr at the last node. So you have to use this next, that is ptr next is not equals to null. At that time you say the ptr equals to ptr next. So what happened? PTR is moving, then PTR moving to the second node, then again check the PTR next is null, now PTR next is not null, so PTR is again moving to the next node here. So when this loop terminates, your PTR position is somewhat here. Where your PTR position, that's your PTR position is here. This is your PTR. When this while loop terminates. When this while loop terminates, your PTR is pointing to the last node in the linked list. Now we have to create a link between the last node and the newly created node, that is tam. So simply writing the two statements, that PTR next is equals to tam. So PTR next equals to tam, that means what you have to do? You have to, instead of this null, you have to use what? You have to use a link, that is PTR next is what? Is pointing to a tam. The PTR next is pointing to tam. So here this PTR next is pointing to tam. So you already create a link between the last node and the newly created node here. Okay, now what happened? Obviously this step not needed, PTR is not needed, but you already created a new node at the last of the linked list. So this is in this way you can do what? You can perform the insertion at the end of the already existing linked list. Now let's move to the another way, that's an algorithm. In this case, what you can do, you can perform an algorithm which you can say create data, next pointer, start and your element. So again, what you can do, you can create a node and it is addressed to the tam, you can store in a tam here, put your element in that or newly created node, put the tam next is equals to null, that means this node becomes the last node in the linked list, so you can point the tam next equals to null. Now set the PTR equals to start and then traverse till you reach that the last node in the linked list. So then while the PTR next is not equals to null, and then you can say that the PTR equals to PTR next. So at the last node we can say the PTR next is pointing to the tam. So this is the basically your linking part. This is basically your linking in the already existing linked list, and then code exit. Okay, now this is the we already covered the two way, that's how to insert a new node at the beginning of the already existing linked list and creating a new node at the end of the already existing linked list. Now what happened when you have to create a new node at the any position between the first and the last here? So let's talk about that one also. So in this case what happened, we can say the insertion at any position after a particular node. So insertion at any position after a particular node, what we can do, we can perform this type of code. What we can do is we can call this function insert at any position between the first and the last node, and then we can say let's talk about the taken variable integer key, and next enter the data to the node after which a new node is to be inserted. Then we can take the reference of that particular node after which you can insert your newly created node here. Now what happened, you create a node, let's say tam, and then take the data from the user with the help of scanf statement and traverse till the key is found at the end of the list is reached. So let's talk about what happened after that. This is a case. Okay, and we can have a one previously defined linked list, let's say this one. Let's say 4 nodes we have, and your start is pointing to here. Okay, now in this case we have a data, let's say 9, 12, 5 and then 50. And let's say we have to insert a new node, we have to create a new node that we have to insert after 5. After 5, so let's take from the user. So first we have to start, that's after 5 we have to insert somewhat, you have to insert here, and then we can say the PTR equals to start, so we can say the PTR is pointing to here. And then we can start this while loop, and this most important while loop condition is there. So while the condition is that while the PTR next is not equals to null, and the most important is the logical end condition here, because here we have changed the two conditions, the PTR next is not equals to null and the PTR data is not equals to key. And this is the case, that means this basically condition, while loop condition implies the two conditions. The first condition is while the PTR next is not equals to null, that means you reach at the last node or in between, or you are getting the data somewhere in between the nodes here. Okay, so in both the condition you have to check it out. this loop terminates. Still, what you have to do what? You have to perform the PTR equals to PTR next. So in this situation, your PTR is basically stay at 5 because this condition is say equals to condition at 5. The PTR data is equals to key. So this loop is terminated at the 5. So let's say your PTR is at 5. Okay, and now you are creating a new node which is named as temp. And you already take some data here from the user, and now the PTR is at the desired position. So now after this, you can say after this while loop, you reach at this condition that PTR is at 5. Now check that we have two conclusions. Whether you are getting at the PTR position, whether you are getting your data or not getting data. Because if your loop is terminated with the help of this PTR next is equals to null, that means you are not getting your data, but you are reached at the last node. Okay, so at that condition you are not getting data and you are not performing anything else. Okay, it means that particular key is not available, or that particular data after which you have to insert in the linked list is not available in the linked list. So that is the position, or we can say you are getting somewhere data in between. So if your PTR is at 5, so if your PTR data is your key, then you can say obviously yes, my 5 is available in this linked list, so this is the desired position of the PTR and we have created the temp here. So now start linking between this one. So what we have to do, we have to say that after 5 you have to point to 10 and then after 10 you have to point to 50. So but one thing you should consider here, that you should first create a link between the temp and the PTR next position, that is the last node. Because if you say the PTR next equals to temp, then obviously the 50th node is, you can say isolate, and that address you cannot get further, and that is memory. So what you have to do, you have to first create a parallel link between the temp and the PTR next. PTR next is what? The 50th node. So we can say the first is if the PTR data is equals to key, yes, the file is there. So you can say that the temp next equals to PTR next. This is the most important step. So you can say that the temp next equals to PTR next. PTR next is what? 50. And the temp next, you can say that the temp next equals to PTR next. And this is the most important part, because first you have to hold the address of the 50th node, because 5th node is identified by the PTR pointer. So we can say the temp next is pointing to the PTR next. And after that, you can say you have to remove this link which is pointed by the PTR next. So you can remove this. Okay. Now this node is, you can say this PTR is now pointing to what? Is pointing to temp. So we can say the PTR next is now pointing to temp here. So this is the way how you can insert at any position in the already existing linked list. And one more thing, if this while loop is basically terminated by this condition, that means the PTR is next is not equals to null, that means your PTR is pointing to the last node, but still you are not getting your data. So that means your data, that key is not available in your already existing linked list, after which you have to insert your data. So at this case, you can say that value is not found. That means your PTR data is not key because the PTR next is not equal to null at the last node, and at that position you can say that your value is not found. That means whatever the key you inserted is not found in that particular case. Okay, so this is the way how you can insert in an already existing linked list. Okay, fine. Thank you. Now we can, in the next lecture, we can start about the deletion cases in the already existing linked list. Fine. Thank you.